There's an awful lot of crap talked about young people these days. For example, your school days are the happiest of your life. That's a good one. People assume that because you haven't got a mortgage or children, that life must be easy. There's no way that you can have any problems.
Problems? Don't make me laugh. Don't know what problems are, young people don't. Like getting a zit on the end of your nose. Oh dear. You gotta be old to have proper problems, and the biggest problem for old people is young people. Filthy, stinking, loathsome creatures. What they need is a good bath in acid.
Young people have problems just like everybody else, and often the feelings of worry and depression are felt even more strongly. In fact, the Samaritans was started as a direct result of the tragic event of a 14-year-old girl taking her own life. The problem might not seem so big or obvious to somebody else, like running up huge debts or getting in trouble with the police, but to the person concerned, it can be very real indeed. So bad, they can see no way out. So bad, they might even consider ending their own lives. It happens more often than you think. The rate of suicides with the under-25s has risen dramatically in the last 10 years. And what's more, it's getting worse.
I hate young people. And teenagers too. Horrible, greasy, long-haired yobs.
There are as many different kinds of problems as there are people. Trouble at school, relationships with family or friends, sexuality, racial problems, or simply the feeling that you're no good and that life's pointless. But no matter how bleak the world may seem, sometimes all it takes is someone to talk to, a friendly voice offering support. But just when you need it most, it seems that no one's around, and that's when people call the Samaritans. You may not use that number today, but someday you might, and the chances are that you know somebody who probably will, and may have done so already. It's not always obvious when people need help. They bottle up the pain, and they're too afraid or ashamed to ask. And sometimes the results can be tragic. But one thing's for certain, when you're in trouble, the Samaritans will always be there. This film will tell you who they are and what they do.
I'd make young people illegal. Horrible scumbags fornicating all over the place. They want to put bleach in their condoms. Useless blooming long-haired layabouts. They want to confiscate their hair and tangle their cassettes. I'll put them all down at birth.
These kinds of sights have become all too familiar in towns and cities all over Britain. Young people whose lives are in ruins. But for each of these dramatic and visible examples, there are many, many more which are less obvious, but just as serious or painful for the young person concerned. Take Kelly, for example.
What's the matter with me? I know I'm the only one in the class who can't do it. If I don't pass the exam next week, all my friends will move up and I won't. I'll have no chance of ever getting a job then. Why am I so stupid? It's just not fair. I only went with him just the once. I can't believe it's happened. I want to tell Mum, but she's bound to tell Dad and he'll go crazy. He'll kill Billy. What am I going to do when they find out? It's just all too much.
Push off, Pappy. What do you guys know about football? Come on here again and you'll get your head kicked in. Go on, piss off, Pappy, while you still can. Piss off, Pappy.
Come on, Gary. Relax. What's the problem? We've been friends for ages. I know you've never had a girlfriend. I mean, what are you so worried about? It's natural. There's nothing wrong with being gay. Nobody's going to find out anyway. Come on. I know you want to.
Karen and I used to do everything together. We were like sisters. Now she's got a regular boyfriend. She doesn't want to see me anymore. Steve never liked me anyway. She's always been much prettier than me. Why am I so useless? Why doesn't anybody like me? I think I'm stupid, but I'm not. I wish I was dead.
Come on, come on. Only £5. Just enough to score. I've got to my dealer because I still owe him from the last time. I've got to get some stuff before the shakes sit in. Hope Tony gets here soon. He'll have some gear. God, I feel awful.
It's a sad fact that often the people who are suffering the most can be the people whose friends and family suspect the least. Debbie's family are very proud of her. What they don't know is that she's desperately unhappy at school, that bullying has made her life unbearable. The more she tries to make friends, the more she feels rejected. So to ease the pain, she withdraws into a world of her own, which makes it even easier for her to be pushed around. Several times, she's tried to tell her mother.
Mum? Oh, good, you're back. Look, would you be a love and pop down to the shops? I ran out of butter. My purse is over there.
I'm going to talk to you for a
Oh,
minute.
not now, love. That'll be in tea soon, and I've got nothing ready.
It's important.
Can't it wait? Look, are you going to go to the shops or not? Do I have to do everything myself? Oh, great, the baby's crying now. Look, keep an eye on those carrots for me.
Nobody ever knew that Paul had a problem, not even his friends. From the outside, his life seemed normal.
Sounds really good. The film starts about 7. I'll see you outside at 10 too, okay?
Yeah, maybe.
Don't say you're not coming. Nick saw it last week, says it's brilliant.
I'll try, okay?
But what's the problem? I'll pay for your skin.
No, it's not that.
What is it then? Look, can I come in? I've never met your mum.
Better not. Frank's home.
So?
Look, I'll see you later, okay?
It's when you're spending all the money down the pub.
Oh, don't go on, woman! Ah, is that more another stunt of yours? Come back here, because I want to have a chat with you. Come here. If you think you're going out tonight, you can forget it, sunshine, because I'm going out. Got it?
Paul, I'm so sorry. He's been drinking all day. He don't mean it. Oh, I'm ever so late for work. Look after your brother. There's £2 on the table. Get yourself some chips. Try then.
Boxed in, alone and afraid, with no one to talk to. Does anyone care? Will anyone listen? There is someone to talk to. Always there.
So, who are the Samaritans then? Some people have some pretty strange ideas of what they really like. Maybe you think they're like this, a sort of government department that you can't really trust.
Next, please. Sit down. Right, now pay attention. I shall want you to fill this in. I shall need your name, address, your telephone number, the name and address of your teacher or your employer, your doctor, and your next of kin. In triplicate, please. Right. Now, your problem. And do try to make it brief. I haven't got all day.
Or maybe you think of them as a bossy aunt, someone who means well but lives in a different world.
I'm awfully glad that you popped in. I do enjoy a little chat, and I'm sure you're just the same as me. When I was your age, I was always in terrible trouble. Oh, I can't tell you the number of times that I was late for breakfast or forgot to brush my hair. Oh, I was a real little devil. Now, come along. Don't be shy. What is this silly business all about, Digestive?
Or maybe the Samaritans want to lecture you about God.
I always think that in times of trouble, in those nasty, nagging moments, it helps to know how other people, in their way, have triumphed over adversity. Let me read you a passage which I've always found to be extremely helpful. It's from the Epistles. Though I speak in the tongues of men and of angels.
Well, if that's what you think the Samaritans are like, then I'm pleased to say